Beth Dunlap was a year older than me in school, and I had played volleyball alongside her for several years. A tragic accident happened, and Beth lost her life. If you'd like to know more about her story, I included a link to an article and video on ABC7 Chicago's website. The way Beth carried herself and lit up our school hallways is what inspired me to become more heroic myself. Beth never let a tough situation get the best of her and represented the traits of resilience and grit and her ability to bounce back. A hero is able to overcome adversity and obstacles along their journey to heroism. For some heroes, maybe those setbacks are what makes them heroes. For others, they challenge themselves through set adversity to reach self-actualization, like on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and be able to help other people on their heroic journeys. Beth helped me by cheering for me every time I would make a good play on the court in volleyball and saying, "It's okay, you'll do better next time," when I would make a mistake. Beth also had the motivation and drive to continually improve and help others. She utilizes the intrinsic motivation that she found within herself to practice and get better at volleyball and in academics. Being able to find motivation in yourself while also inspiring it in others is heroic because it can bring people out of the dark. One time, my team was really losing, and some of my teammates were really down on themselves. Beth maintained her energy level and composure, which the team saw, and the energy spread like wildfire. We ended up winning because all it takes is one player, one hero, to bring back the hype to the team. A hero also has a reason for doing what they do. After Beth died, her parents created a campaign to support the community. Hashtag 1818 was 18 random acts of random acts of kindness people would think of to complete around the community, or people would turn it into a workout and do 18 push-ups, etc. This campaign inspired people to become everyday heroes themselves. I've included a link to some videos of people doing the challenge. Her family also created the Beth Dunlap 18 Foundation. The foundation supports young athletes in lower income areas with equipment and funds to support their practice and dedication to the sport. Philanthropic efforts like the foundation or donating time to volunteer within the community are heroic because a hero builds connections with the people they're helping and gain the skill of empathy. Empathy is essential to being a hero and learning to care for other people so deeply that you'd help them philanthropically. Besides motivating my team, Beth also made an impact on our society. After she died, people woke up in my community and made positive differences to improve themselves and the city. Most people embraced the changes and accepted new ideas to potentially benefit our school and athletic department. Beth would never lose a game and just complain about it. She would rewatch the film and tell us what we did wrong and how we could improve it for next time. It was never, "I can't believe you've done this," but rather, "You could change this by." In addition, by being genuine and authentic, Beth was able to connect with the most amount of people. The vulnerability our community had after she passed away broke down our walls and allowed us to communicate more deeply and directly than we would have before. We did not sugarcoat our feelings or downplay the situation, and were able to do so much more by being real. Beth inspired me to be a hero myself. In the past, I have volunteered at Feed My Starving Children, where I would pack food in bags for countries that are less fortunate than mine. On the topic of volleyball, I student coached during the summer at my high school to the little kids and current high school students. It was always so much fun sharing my volleyball tips with people who reminded me of myself. And that is what heroism is all about. It's about seeing yourself and reflected in what you're doing. With the same kids, I would go to their schools and teach them about life skills such as conflict resolution, healthy and unhealthy relationships, and cyberbullying. These topics are crucial to know about if you want to be a hero and inspire others to be a hero. Now, in college, I volunteer every Wednesday at the Boys and Girls Club, where we play games with kids of lower income families who do not have safe home environments to go home to. I also work with the Girl Scouts, where women empowerment and leadership is encouraged. I donate money a few times a semester to the PCAA, and the PCAA creates programs for families and children to foster healthy relationships and prevent or stop child abuse. In the future, I will be an RN, where I will directly be saving lives and impacting my community. I can educate my patients about their illnesses and resources they have available to them to help them. I will have to get continuing education requirements every year or so, hence I will always be learning new things and expanding my knowledge and skill range. I will continue to advocate for change in healthcare and be active in healthcare policies. Being a hero is not just for people like Superman or my friend Beth. Being a hero starts with you and I. What are you passionate about? What changes do you want to see in our community or society? How can you advocate for those changes or participate in making them? All of those questions define your purpose. and motivation to be a hero. Having those passions are what motivates you to make a difference and be a hero. By making these changes, you will learn so many things about yourself, about leadership, and about life in general. You will grow with these changes and continue to evolve to become your best self. Heroism inspires curiosity. Push the limits and test the boundaries. You never know what you may discover that could lead to even more discoveries and benefits for your community. Lastly, heroism comes with so many rewards. When I work with the kids at the Boys and Girls Club and I see their tiny smiling faces, my heart just melts. Knowing that I'm making such a positive difference in these kids' lives and leading by example makes me feel like I'm doing more than I know. I'm creating future heroes, and knowing that is a feeling that I can never describe. I hope that my story inspires you as she does me, and you consider becoming a hero too.